Black cold brew with vanilla sweet foam on top is my favorite thing. Throughout drinking it, it fades into a nice creamy color, but you still get that like rich coffee taste, you know? It's amazing. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna talk about protecting your peace, why it's so important, and why protecting your peace leads to greater things. Okay, let's start. Number one, stop forcing relationships and friendships. If someone isn't like giving you full effort, it's best to just cut that off because it deteriorates you in the long run. Like, at least for me, it like fucks up my self-image in a way to where I'm like, that's all I'm worth, you know? How I cannot do that is just by getting those people out of my life so I'm not even like worrying about it. You know what I mean? Like when you have friends that like respect you and you respect them, it's not draining. Like relationships and friendships for me are so draining sometimes if it's not like full effort, full love. I always talk about that. So for me, protecting my peace is not having any low effort things in my life. I know my worth, I know what I deserve and things like that. So when people treat me like I'm not worthy and like I don't deserve good things, I'm like, damn, do I not? So it's easiest to just cut them off. I don't want that mindset and I don't want that person in my life, you know? Okay, number two, I said believe your gut instincts. At least for me, I'm so big on first impressions. Not even with like how we converse, but how like I genuinely feel with you in that room. And like I've had times where I'm like so turned off by energy that I'm like your energy is stressing me out and like draining my battery just from you being here. Like I'm usually the friend that's like, that person's kind of off, or that person's like kind of weird. And they're like, no, they're fun, like let them come along. And then 2 months down the line, everyone's like, that person was so weird. I'm like, yeah, I told you guys. Like I already told you that. I think energy does not lie. And I never understand how people keep people like that in their life because it's not benefiting in any way. And you could say like, it's just a friend, like it's just my friend that like I hang out with sometimes. Okay, but that's like affecting you long term. Trust me, it 100% is. Even if it doesn't feel like it right now. If you get done hanging out with someone and you feel drained or like low, that's not someone you should be hanging out with. Like genuinely, I get like a shitty coworker that you have to be around, and you're like, oh my god, I feel drained after being at work with that bitch. But like, don't intentionally hurt yourself. So trust your gut instincts and trust your body's reaction to people. You know, if someone's making you feel bad or you feel something off, just go find someone else. Go interact with someone else. Yeah, trust it. Bro, it's so real to me. Like, I'll walk in a room, bro. I feel like I'm like kind of like a witch sometimes. I'll walk in a room and I just feel everyone's presence to the point where it's like I feel everyone's motivations kind of. I can feel their intentions in their like if they're pure or if they're not, you know? And that's something I've been good at for so long, but I just didn't know it. Like I've always felt like those like certain ways about people before I even like knew them too well. And I just thought I was like being too judgy or like being too exiling people too fast, but like I'm usually right. Like I mean when it comes to people and like their energies and like if they're good or bad people, I'm like usually right. 3, I said respect your morals and beliefs and don't hang around people who don't. So I have friends and family who I hang out with and stuff, and I have different opinions, but it's like respectable, you know? So like I'm not saying like don't hang out with people who disagree with you, but don't hang out with people who don't respect your opinion. Like if it's an opposite opinion and your opinion's not harming anyone, it's not like hurt like hateful in any way, but they're like judging your opinion for that. It's like people should be mature enough to understand that we might not agree, but I respect your opinion and I don't think you're stupid for thinking that, you know? So don't hang out with people who are like always judging things you do or judging like your opinions on things. And don't hang out with people who do things that you don't respect. Because that's like unfair for them and unfair for you. It's unfair for you because you're wasting your time with that, but then it's also unfair for them because they're doing their thing and you're internally judging them. There should be no internal judgment in friendships, relationships, or anything. Because there's so many fucking people in the world. What makes it so special like for this person to be my friend? If anyone chooses my friend, then it's not even important. No, but like if I like choose you as a friend and like I respect you as a friend, I gotta bring some importance to my life, some comfort to my life. I'm not just hanging around people to hang around people. Who has the emotional means to do that? Number 4, don't let the fear of looking mean stop you from doing things that are right for you. I've been in a number of situations where I'm like, okay, so I could say yes to this and they'll like be happy about it, or I'm just gonna be like no and choose myself in a situation and they might think that's even like low-key a bitchy thing to do. Don't be so afraid of looking mean when you know what you're doing is helping you in the long run, you know? I'm sorry if it looks rude, but like for me it's the better, you know? And I'm not saying that in a selfish way. I'm saying like you not engaging with things that stress you out or things that make you uncomfortable is not being mean. 5, I said don't accept disrespect. And some people could say protecting your peace is like letting people's actions not affect you and stuff. I strongly disagree. Just because I'm like protecting my peace doesn't mean things now don't affect me. It just means I'm not engaging with things that affect me negatively. Do you know what I mean? Me protecting my peace is not keeping quiet on things that hurt me. What the fuck? Someone does something mean to me, like, don't let it affect you, don't let it affect you, I'm protecting my peace. No. Instead, I'm gonna be like, why'd you say that? You're rude. Okay, I don't want to engage with you anymore. Goodbye. You're leaving my life because that's me protecting my peace. And I saw this one TikTok where the girl was like,
I was taught that keeping quiet kept the peace until I realized whose peace is it keeping?
like, if someone's rude to you and you don't stand up for yourself, what peace is that keeping? Now you don't respect yourself because you didn't stand up for yourself, but this person got away with saying something bad to you. No, what you say is, someone calls you out in a group setting and says something rude or whatever, you're not being the bigger person by being quiet and not bringing it up. What you do is bring it up, say that it hurt you, and then remove them from your life. That's protecting your peace. Stand up for yourself because it will make you respect yourself more, and do not hold on to any negativity or people talking negatively about you, you know? Okay. Then I wrote down decenter men, which I heard that term a little bit ago on the internet, and I was like, that's like very helpful term and a very helpful thing to do, because I've seen TikToks and like memes about this for a long time, but it's like me acting differently in my room alone because I have a vision of my crush watching me through the non-existent cameras in my house or whatever. But, like, I was like, that's so crazy, because even when men aren't around, we still are like craving the male validation when they're not even there. When it comes to like male validation stuff, it's really hard for me. I don't know why. I'll be in a room with someone and I don't like this man. I don't respect this man. I think he's actually, I quite literally don't like him. But I'm like, I hope he thinks I'm like not ugly. What? I don't know what that is. I think it's just like seeking male validation, but male validation doesn't mean anything to me. But then when I'm in a situation with a male, I always have a lingering like, I hope he thinks I'm attractive. Isn't that weird? It's weird, but it's like all too real for me. Okay, when you decenter men, it's like, at least if you're like usually seeking male validation, when you decenter them, it's like it's half the weight off, bro. Like, it's half the weight for like protecting your peace. Decenter men and like recenter yourself. Like put yourself on the pedestal. And I'm getting better at that also. Like day by day I am getting better at that, but it's just hard and like it's not completely gone. So I want to like share that like thing that's helping me, but also say that like I'm still not perfectly there, you know? Number 7, I said understand that not everyone's opinion is valid and not everyone wants the best for you. I am so weirdly affected by people's opinions, even if I know my opinion is right and their opinion's wrong. Because I'm like, why do you not understand that I'm right? I'll say something, they're like, yeah, I don't think so. And then they'll give their opinion, and I'm like, you're fucking wrong. It kind of almost unstabilizes me in my opinion, because I'm like, how are you not knowing that I'm right? Like, you know, it kind of like makes me like a little like insecure in my opinion. And yeah, not everyone's opinion is valid. That's so, so true. I talked about this in my last video, but don't take criticism from someone who you wouldn't take advice from. Not everyone's opinion is valid. That is like, it's so true. Once you understand that, it's so much easier to respect yours and not take other people's opinions to heart, or even other people's criticism to heart. All right, 8. I said, don't match energy, remove that person from your life. I hate like the idea of like, someone treating you badly and you treating them badly back and like continuing to have them in your life. I don't understand that. If someone's giving you half effort, don't give them half effort back. Just remove them from your life. Ooh, this is a big thing. Like, I had a friend one time who like never made time for me or whatever, and maybe even said some like bad comments every once in a while. And I catched myself starting to be that kind of friend to her. And I'm like, wait, I don't like those kind of people, but this person's treating me this way, and I would like catch myself treating her the way she treats me, even though I don't like the way she treats me. Don't lower yourself to the way someone's treating you. Just remove that person. Do not stick. Like, you are a good person, I'm guessing. Like, if you're a good person, keep that. Don't lower the way you treat people just because someone isn't treating you good. Just remove that person. And that goes into like relationships or talking or whatever. Like, he hasn't texted me for an hour, I'm gonna wait like 2 hours to respond. It's like, wait a minute. Just go find someone who's gonna respond right away. Like, don't like lower yourself, because then you're just gonna get into a relationship that's like not what you truly ideally wanted, you know? Whenever you fall away from like your boundaries or your standards, that's not gonna get you to the goal that you want to be at any faster. That's gonna get you to the wrong goal, and you're gonna have to restart over later. Like, that might be the truest shit I ever said. Like, by lowering your standards, you're not gonna get the perfect husband that you wanted. You're gonna get a mediocre husband because you lowered your standards. Like, period. Like, real life period. I saw this TikTok also. Like, in these videos, the amount of time I quote TikToks is insane. You can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you. Meaning, like, you can't try and convince people to do the right thing, but you can get those people out of your life, you know? You can't be like, hey, can you please stop like cheating on your boyfriend? Like, that's kind of fucked up. No, just don't be friends with the person who would cheat on their boyfriend, you know? You can't love someone into loving you more or into treating you better. And it's not worth the time. Like, even if like you could do that, which I believe you can, but some people would say you could, it's not worth your time. Like, you're not here to babysit anyone. You're not here to like mother anyone, you know? I'm not looking to be someone's therapist kind of way. Like, I want people to rant to me and vent to me and like for sure like find a safe place in me, but I don't want to like have to put up with people's shitty behavior towards me to get them to a good spot. You know, come and find me when you're in a good spot. Don't waste my time. Don't I'm not babysitting any adult bitch, you know? But yeah, you can't change people around you. Just remove that person from your life and start fresh. Like, starting fresh is a gorgeous, gorgeous thing to do, and I don't think you'll ever regret it, genuinely. You're allowed to feel sad and mad after making the right decision, you know? Like, just let it marinate. Don't, like, break up with someone and the next day be like, oh, we're getting, I miss you. Okay, it's been a day, bitch. Like, mourn a little bit more. Like, you know, like, not to, like, call you a bitch, but, like, it's, like, kind of like a scab. Like, let the scab, like, scab over. You know, you're still going in on open flesh. That's kind of disgusting, but it's true. 11, I said be selective with who and what you allow into your life. Be picky with these people in your life. Like I said, there's so many people in this life. Don't just accept all of them as your close friends, because not all of them want the best for you, and not all of them are going to treat you the way you deserve to be treated, you know? I've said this in one of my other videos, but it's so true. Like, I'd rather be lonely, feeling alone, not having anyone to talk to, than putting up with bad behavior or bad energy or bad treatment. Like, point blank. That's like a really big thing for protecting your peace too. Understand that feeling lonely and sad is always worth not putting up with bad treatment. Always. And it's better for future you, it's better for you now. Like, it's very important. Whatever forced me to be like lonely and made me get to this kind of like mindset is something I would literally never change. That's actually like, I haven't thought about that before, but like, genuinely I wouldn't change that, because that's now why I have this opinion. And it's like, mindset is so important to have, because it stops me from like getting my heart broken, you know? Yeah. It's actually really true. I haven't thought about that. That kind of like gave me peace about a situation I've been thinking about for a while. Like, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't. I think I wish I didn't have to go through it. Like, ideally I just had this mindset before, but I didn't. And the fact that I do now is something I treasure forever, because it's why I literally make these videos, because I feel like it could help someone out, you know? It just is very much like protecting your feelings. And like, that's like something I had to go through, getting my feelings hurt to like know how to protect my feelings, you know? And just be, okay, fake it till you make it. Confidence 100% is needed for this, like, for protecting your peace, because you have to understand that you're your best friend to be okay with like losing other friends, you know what I mean? Like, if you like just got out of a friendship with someone, you have to understand you are your best friend. Like, you have to enjoy your company like you want your best friend to enjoy your company. Don't be miserable, don't be annoying, don't be judgy. Love yourself, like, have good morals and beliefs, and see yourself as your best friend. I think that's why I like enjoy my solitude and stuff so much, is because I really respect myself. Like, I think that's a big thing about it. Like, and I think the reason people don't love themselves a lot is because they don't respect themselves. I've talked about that before, but like, I am totally fine being with myself and everything, because I know this girl is looking out for me, you know? So if you're like someone who self-sabotages a lot, or like, let's do it for the plot, bitch, what movie are we watching? Because right now it's looking like we're watching a fucking horror movie, you know? Like, do it for the plot. Use that in good situations. Romanticize your life. Use that in good situations. Like, all these internet terms are like it's giving very like self-destructive kind of energy. Like, I'm just gonna do it for the plot. Maybe don't cheat on your boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, romanticize your life, yes, but don't romanticize your crappy relationship. I wrote down how like you shouldn't surround yourself with people who have a very low self-image. Don't surround yourself with people who have a limiting mindset, basically. Like, if you want to do something and you tell your friend that you want to do this, and they're like, that's like not happening, like that's not possible. It's like, that's like literally an anchor to like that's like anchoring you down to like your dream that you want, you know? Like, if you want to be an actress really bad, you can't surround yourself with people who think you could never become an actress. No, like, that doesn't happen. Like, you can't just like become an actress. It's like, wait a minute. The only reason I'm feeling like I can't become an actress right now is because you just told me I couldn't, and you're in my close circle. Like, you know what I mean? You can't like that gives hater energy. Ugh, do not have haters in your circle, bro. That will like literally stunt you from having your dream life. Genuinely, it will like hold you back. Like, think of it as an anchor. Like, they're anchoring you down. Like, yeah, protecting your peace is just, I see it as putting yourself first, not tolerating any bullshit at all in any way, shape, or form. Don't tolerate someone's bullshit, and don't tolerate someone who's tolerating someone else's bullshit, you know? Like, the people you keep around is such a reflection on you. I don't get people who like have bad people in their life. Like, you know, it's weird to me, because it's like, you're no better than them then. If you hang out with someone who did something really bad, you're just equally as bad as them. I truly believe that. Like, if you put yourself in the situation to hang out with bad people, then you're just as bad as them. Like, because you're tolerating it. You're almost not worse, but like, it really shows your true colors on people who you hang out with and things they've done, because that means you're tolerating that thing. I would never do that though. Okay, but you're still friends with them. Like, you're still tolerating it. That's bad. That's like, it makes me look at you in a bad light, you know, like bad taste in my mouth kind of vibe. But yeah, I made a video about like how to love your solitude and stuff. I feel like that's a big thing on protecting your peace, because you have to learn to be okay, like be okay alone first, you know? And also, it doesn't have like, everyone's like, I love being alone. I also say that I love being alone. But if you don't love being alone, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be alone, you know? That actually means you should probably try and be alone more, because you need to learn how to be alone. Because then if you're not okay with being alone, you're accepting anything to just not be alone. And that shit's not getting you in a good place. Like, point blank, this entire video could just be 2 seconds long of me saying, don't put up with anything bad. Don't put up with any bad people. If you have a bad feeling about someone, trust it. You need to, like, take your opinion as the most important. Everything in the world is projection. I wrote that down in my notes a while ago. Like, someone's opinion on something is because something affected them a certain way, which is fine and valid, but that, like, kind of is another little note on why you shouldn't take everyone's opinion as valid. If someone's like, no, never date a guy from Louisiana because literally they're all cheaters and they're so mean. Wait, maybe your boyfriend from Louisiana cheated. That doesn't mean everyone did, you know? Like, I hate a stereotype. I hate, like, a grand assumption. I hate things like that, because I'm like, just because it didn't work out for you doesn't mean it's not gonna work out for me, you know? But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you. Oh, I also wanted to say, on my TikTok, because I like repost on my clips from my YouTube videos, and a girl who's always been like liking my videos, she commented on one of my videos last night and said that I inspired her to break up with her boyfriend. She commented that I gave her the confidence to do that, and that I literally was like, I almost literally started to cry, because I was like, I did, bro? Damn. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying. Wait. But I was like, damn. Oh. But yes, I really appreciate that comment. That, like, made me, like, I was like, oh, so literally, like, everyone always says this, but, like, if I just help one person, it, like, everything's worth it. And I got that comment and I was like, damn, like, I feel so, like, validated in these videos, you know? I'm like, okay, so it helped one person and that's enough, you know? So shout out to you, girl. I really appreciate you. Like, I'm so proud of you for breaking up with that man, because now you're gonna find a better one. I promise you. I promise. But yeah, basically, thank you so much for that comment. I really appreciate you, and I'm very proud of you, because I know that's hard to do, to break up with someone. It's not easy, so I respect you so much, and thank you so much for always being so supportive. Like, genuinely, it means literally the world, and I appreciate you. I love you. But yes, thank you for watching this video. I really hope this helped you in any way. And yeah, if you have any ideas of what I could talk about next, let me know, because I'm always looking for topics to talk about. I can just come out to my car, get a little microphone, get some coffee, and rant. You know, like, it could be a never-ending cycle, and I love that. If you're starting your solitude journey, or, like, protecting your peace journey, trust me, it only goes up from here, genuinely. If it's rocky in the beginning, if it's bumpy in the beginning, that's a good sign, because that means you're learning on what you want to stay away from. I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye. Mwah.